Hello and welcome to episode 26 of Scratch Social. We have a big week ahead of us and we will reveal all.
Big week.
We sure do. How are you, Paddy? How has the last couple of days been?
The last week, it's been flying it. I love saying that to Americans when you meet them and they're over here. They're like, how are you, man? I'm like, I'm flying it. Like, you're what? I'm flying it. Great few days. Yeah, got a couple of days in the hinge. Played the first competition of the year. Did loads of chipping and putting practice. Got actual drills done. Christopher had a great time helping out and taking part. Got a bonus day of the bank holiday. He wanted to go play golf. Sure, I had to bring him. So we're in Tralee. There was Munster under 14 trials going on. So yeah, it was great to see.
How was the comp?
Oh yeah, I played the first competition of the year. Rescued a bad round.
Nice. Are we happy with how things are going? We swing dialed in.
I got cut. I came because there was 170 plus people in the competition because it was one of the majors of the year, Lady Captain's Prize to the men. So 170 plus people registered. I finished like 50 something.
Oh, good.
34 points.
Oh, that's good.
That's fine. Of course, handicap 3. It could have been a lot worse.
That's a good score. Anything I think over 30 points at any day is good, to be honest.
So do you know, was it last week? It was like 2 weeks ago when I gave out about 2 young lads and one young lad threw a club in the 13th hole.
Yes.
Well, it's like you manifest these things because there was a 4-minute piece of my day, and I don't get frustrated ever. I'd say in the last 15 years, but I did, and I launched the club about 5 yards in front of me just popped the head straight into the ground in front of me, just like let it glide across the ground. Do you know what I mean? Just kind of like, I'm kind of done with you now. So yeah, I gave myself a swift kick up the arse after doing that.
How soon after throwing the club?
And apologise to my playing partners for my conduct. But yeah.
How soon after throwing the club did you realise that you were in the wrong?
A millisecond.
Yeah.
A millisecond, just after the...
Yeah.
It was one of those, it wasn't like a hurley throw. Do you know what I mean? Or like throw like a tennis racket. It was one of those just like...
Yeah.
Right in front of you. But yeah, not a proud moment. But but we rescued a bad one and I got cut from 1.9 to 1.8.
Oh.
Because it kicked out 34 points off 4 like 2 years ago.
Wow.
But yeah, so all in all,
that's good.
Another swift kick up the ass for pitching a club about 4 or 5 yards. But yeah, still counts as throwing.
I think it's, even though I know we discussed it 2 weeks ago and we don't need to dive into it, I really think I'm seeing more players getting angry and throwing the bloody clubs now, and it's just getting obnoxious. I don't think it would have happened 20 or 30 years ago, and now even you, I'm actually really surprised you did that. You know, obviously it's not the right thing to do, and fair play to you for admitting it.
And it's just funny because Max Homa, was it 2 weeks ago when kind of viral, he threw a club in the trees and he was like, I literally gave out about this on Twitter 3 days ago. About people throwing clubs.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying I'm as good as Max Homa, but yeah, maybe it's, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not cool. It's not cool, kids.
No.
It's not cool at all.
No.
But yeah, a good day. It was a good day upon reflection. It was like, 4 over through 6 holes and I finished 5 over for the day. So it was not too bad.
It's good.
In fact, very good. And my coach, I told the coach, told Ryan, send him a screenshot of your handicap has changed. Every coach loves to see that. Like going the right way. And I was like, 1%.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what we want, buddy.
Yeah.
What was your takeaway from the day? Because I told him I rescued a bad round into an acceptable one. And I was like, just to trust myself. I was bloody trying to mind the golf ball for 4 or 5 holes, minding the ball over 3-foot putts. So yeah.
Yeah.
You stop minding it then.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Something I continue to have to tell myself. But yeah, we had a good week. Didn't watch much golf at all on the telly. Bar Mr. Cam Young. How was your week?
My week was fab. I played golf as well, and I've still been doing my high rocks. And I actually think I'm 3 weeks into high rocks, Paddy, and I shot my best match score. Let's say I shot 2 over on Saturday. It was pick and place now because it was winter conditions on the fairway. But like I didn't miss many fairways. I played so well, but I think it's because my fitness has improved and I'm not fading in the back 9. I was 1 under for the front 9. Okay, I was 3 over for the back 9, but like That's grand, because I went on to 16 and I was like, oh God, I'm about to shoot the best score in my life here. And it was a risk reward. I knew I was going to reach the bunkers on the 16th hole at Limerick Golf Club. And I was like, look, if I can there's a 20-yard gap. I'm hitting it so well. I'll just go for it and hit the 20-yard gap. Anyway, missed the 20-yard gap by a foot, ended up in the bunker on 16, the fairway bunker, and double bogeyed. And then I proceeded to, actually, I birdied 17 and then I parred 18. That's funny. So I had 3 other, but anyway, it doesn't matter.
There you go.
Anyway, where I'm going with this is played super, super well. And I genuinely think it's because of my cardiovascular fitness that I'm putting my body through 3 days a week now, and it's actually showing for it. So that was great. And then just getting really excited for a big upcoming trip this week. That's what's
easy,
on my
Tiger.
mind.
Easy, Tiger.
Yeah, actually,
I have a bone to pick with you first.
Me?
Because yeah. And you don't know this is coming now at all.
Go on.
But like, I'm incredibly jealous of you. Because we were meant to record this last night, folks. And to tell you what time of year it is, the email comes on. Oh, can we move this not because of the bank holiday, but I have a 6:30 p.m. tea time. So someone's taking full advantage of the stretch in the evenings there.
Yeah.
You were what?
I am.
6:30 p.m.
I played in
Did you get 18 in, or was it quick 9, or what was the story?
Quick 9, all good. We could
Quick
have
9,
gotten 18 in, but we had the bank holiday, preparing for work today. We had plenty of time to play 18 holes later in the year, but it was absolutely lovely. And neither of us played very well. It was myself and Kev that played. But yeah, it was all good. But you know what? Diving into it, what did you think of the Cadillac Championship?
I didn't watch much, to be honest. When it's good weather in Ireland, I take full advantage. We were in, myself and Chris were up home in Kilfenora, Kilfee for life. Shout out to everybody on the street. It's not a village, it's a street. It's not big enough to be called a village, it's a street. So yeah, I was out late afternoon because someone forgot to book the tea time OB1. But yeah, we're just out late. And I'm up home in Kilfenora, so we only have Bog 1, Bog 2, Bog 3, and Bog 4. RT1, RT2.
Yeah.
What's the other one? First Atlantic one, is it?
I don't know.
And TG Car. That's it. And YouTube, because it's a smart TV. And a couple of streaming services. So yeah, no access to Sky Sports Golf, any of those things. So yeah, watch a bit of it through the clips. From what I could see, Cam Young can do no wrong.
No.
I love his approach, though. I don't know if it was a tighter tournament. I'm sure he would, because he's a God-fearing man. Every Sunday, his family find a different church to go to. So go to church every Sunday. But he called a shot penalty on himself on the Sunday coming down the stretch. Was that 13th hole or 15th hole or something?
I'm not sure.
But yeah, from what I could see, he went wire to wire. His press conferences are interesting. He says it like it is. It's like an American Rory. I do. And the question for you, though, do you think Cam Young has figured golf out? Because he's the caddy is the best green reader he knows, so he lets the caddy read and he trusts that. And he says that's why he's holding more putts the last 12 months or so. Or do you think he's going to be like the American version of Rory McIlroy? We have Aronimink, PGA Championship in next week. He'll be up there as favourite with Rory. He's won twice this year. He's won 2 pretty big events. He's come pretty close to the Masters, didn't he? So has he got figured out? Is he going to become the American Rory? He's going to be Cam Young, and Cam Young everywhere, the poster boy of the PGA Tour? Or, as Padraig Harrington has said in the past, every golfer has kind of like 18 months of peak golf, and that is their peak. Somewhere in their career, unless you're Rory or a Tiger, a golfer has 18 months. In his 18 months, he won 3 majors.
Yeah.
So what do you think about Cam Young?
First of all, I really like Cam Young. I think he seems like a super nice guy. Love his swing, his style, the way he plays everything. Do I think Cam Young has golf figured out? No. But do I think Cam Young has figured out how to get the best of his talent and his ability and his focus? Yes. I think he's really, really smart. Like, he has everything dialed in. He knows he's not Tiger Woods. He knows he's not Scotty Scheffler or Rory McIlroy, but he's getting the best out of himself. I personally think, and I don't want to think this, Padraig Harrington could be on to something there. If you look at Jordan Spieth, he had a couple of, was it like 2-3 amazing years, as you say, this 18 months. Scotty obviously.
Colin Morikawa the same.
Chris got her up. Last year we were like, he's the man. He is the man, and he's playing really, really well. Jake Knapp, I think he was another one that started to look like he was going to dominate. So why don't we revisit this in 6 months? I'd like to see Cam Young still up there, but who knows? I
do think he's at the level where if Cam Young is playing, you turn on the TV.
Yes.
If Cam Young is playing a tournament, people are going to watch Cam
Young.
So
true.
Because, like I said, we were down in Tree on the Monday, and there was a Munster under 14 trial there from Golf Ireland, whatever, and coaching and whatever else. And I'm trying to show Christopher, like, help Christopher with, like, keep his arms straight. And he's a visual person, so I just showed him slow-mo video of Cam Young. There you go. Can you swing like Cam Young? Now, Christopher was doing it from, keep that left arm straight all the way back, right? He was proud of the fact that I'm swinging like Cam Young, hitting the ball good. But I looked up the range at, 13, 14-year-old kids who were out practicing at whatever, 1 o'clock on a bank holiday, Monday. And there was a fair few trying the Cam Young pause.
Oh, wow.
After watching him win the night before. There was a fair few trying the Cam Young. Oh, it worked.
Class.
So you can see, it's
the impact.
He's having an impact, yeah.
Definitely.
100%.
That's so true. That is so true.
My favourite golfer, Nelly Korda, won in Mayacoba. And she's someone who, has proven that it's not an 18-month thing with Nelly. Nelly's going to dominate. The Nelly train is chugging along nicely this year. I just saw that she won. I didn't see it just jumping in any pools this week.
No.
As I said, I was busy on the golf course. The Turkish Airlines Open is actually one of my favourite events to watch. I think this stems from watching Peter Finch and Rick Shields go there on the YouTube channels. Turkey looks like an awesome country for golf. Antalya in particular. Were you ever over that side of the world?
No, I wasn't. My sister did a golf trip there at the start of the year and highly recommended it. I'm pretty sure she went to Antalya. That's for a week and said it was like best course conditions she's ever played in. So bang up for a trip there.
Yeah, so Michael Lindbergh got his breakthrough, I believe, on tour. And I was looking for Irish on tour. And Lowry played in the Cadillac, did well, then shot a 75 in the second day and kind of filtered up. But no cut, made money. But aside from that, no wins, no real Sunday push from any Irish on tour.
No. Lauren Walsh made it into the top 70, I'm sure, in Mayacoba, which is great. It's good to see her pushing on. And McGuire starting to trend well as well, which is brilliant. Someone, I will segue here, who has been trending very, very well, signed a deal with McLaren and had a very interesting first round with his new clubs. Mr. Justin Rose.
He did, yeah. Down the fairway. I did see a couple things on X, I still call that Twitter, where he was like replying to people. They were like, oh, you should have stayed with TaylorMade, this kind of stuff. But like anything. I did watch the club reviews from people that do the club reviews on YouTube, and they were like, oh, these are awesome. And it's like, well, it was an independent club review. Fair enough. Must sound okay and feel okay. Maybe you're allowed an off week. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you. I saw him replying to the tweets as well, and I thought it was really, really funny. I think he's going to play really well. I think those irons are probably amazing. I did watch a few independent club reviews as well. They're not for the everyday golfer. You're paying like 350 pounds, I think, an iron. Something crazy that.
Well, Eimear, like, they're not Ford golf clubs. They're McLaren golf clubs. Do you know what I mean?
You're paying
McLaren.
Yeah.
You're going to play in McLaren prices. Do you know what I mean?
God.
So they are about twice the price, maybe 1.5x the price. So that was the number one thing I was interested in seeing was like, it's McLaren. It's McLaren here.
Yeah. But
not even the Bentley.
And then one other thing, just before we move on, I have to say, I watched Alex Fitzpatrick play on the Cadillac, and he was the one other person I was super interested in. He played so well, and I looked at, I think it was somebody shared it on Instagram or Twitter, and it's not about prize money, but like the prize money for the Turkish Airlines Open was less than what he earned when he was in the top 10 at the Cadillac Championship. So fair flipping play to him. Talk about showing up on your first ever event as a PGA Tour member.
Proves he belongs, didn't he?
Yeah.
Proved he belongs. So I don't know, did he come 7th or 8th? And what he got for 7th or 8th was more than the winner got for Turkish Airlines Open by by £100,000 more, or euros more, dollars more.
Yeah.
It's all funny money. They're all big numbers I wouldn't be used to.
No.
So not much happening for the Irish golfer front, but big news when it comes to something that will affect golf in Ireland, which is literally, I only saw the news about 2 hours ago before recording, is Jon Rahm apparently has agreed a deal with the DP World Tour, which will make him eligible for the Ryder Cup in a Dare Manor in 2027. Your thoughts, please, Eimear?
To be honest, I'm just so sick of talking about LIV. I am just blue in the face from talking about LIV. Look, to be honest, the way LIV is unfolding and literally unwinding and untangling or whatever is happening, I'm not surprised Jon Rahm is going to be playing the Ryder Cup. I really don't. The Ryder Cup's in 18 months. Surely most of them are going to be back playing the Ryder Cup. Surely throw a few million at it, get it over and done with, move on from LIV. I'm sick of talking about it.
What I'm interested is the deal. And it's like he's to pay fines for playing in non-sanctioned tour events, which is LIV back to 2024. It's about 3 million quid.
Like, that's nothing. Fine him
Nothing.
75% of what he took if you're going to fine him.
Exactly. No talk of a charity donation like Brooks had to pay for the PGA Tour. But yeah, he's like special release to play DP World Tour until the end of the year because his LIV contract goes on for another couple of years. Apparently, he's basically signed the same deal as that other LIV players have already accepted, including the Island Zone. Be careful how I say that. The Island Zone, Tom McGibbon. But yeah, because I was like, he's not my flavour of the month a few weeks ago when I like pushed back on DP World Tour. You have to play 6 events. He was like, no, I don't want to play 4. I was like, dude, like, just play the 6. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I think it's good that he's eligible. But given his performance in non-LIV events since being on LIV, will he even make the team is the question. But yeah, that'd be an interesting one.
Definitely.
Right.
Definitely. Yeah. I watched, we actually last week hosted a media day with the OFX Irish Legends and Paul McGinley was there. And it was brilliant. And he was actually just talking a little bit about it. And he made such a good point. You know, he said, absolutely nobody won apart from the guys who took the money going to LIV. Nobody else won. Everybody else lost. Every single other person has been impacted. And then my biggest thing with LIV, Paddy, is how the small guys who are fighting for the spots and the qualifiers and just getting onto the PGA Tour, you know, off the smaller tours and like
Corn Ferry and stuff.
Yeah, the Corn Ferry. Like there's 20 or 30 amazing PGA Tour players that are going to come back. They might get sponsors invites. They might win in the qualies. But then where does that leave the small guy? You know, where do the small guys go again?
Or the next generation or so. Like just on that PGA Championship is on in Aronimink in New Jersey. I wasn't too far away a few weeks ago. But Dustin Johnson got like a special exemption to play in it. So it's like, dude, like you're taking the spot of somebody else. What's on PGA Tour this week? It's a Rory McIlroy Country Club, isn't it? It's on in Quail Hollow. The truest is on this week.
Oh gosh, I wouldn't even think. And then we PGA Championship next week, isn't it?
And PGA Championship next week. So it'll be good to see what Rory does this week because Rory hasn't played since the Masters, has he?
No, he's had a little bit of a break. Paddy, I genuinely think he's going to be so dominant. I can't see him not getting a top 5 now for the rest of the season because he's so calm and so centred when he's playing and he just has it all.
Calm down, settle, petrol. Yeah. You won't be inside the top 5 for the rest of the year. That's put your money where your mouth is, Emery. Let's head down to Paddy Power and put that bet on.
I do. I think he'll play super well. Genuinely.
Thinking of speaking of playing super well, you seem to be playing super well, 1 under front nines and stuff like that. Are you going to bring that form to Portsalon this weekend, or is that how you're prepping? You're putting in competition rounds and late night nines with Kevin because you just want to shoot the lights out. You can go be prepping like a tour pro for this little golf trip of ours?
Well, considering that you probably practice more than I play, you practice more in a month.
Hold on now.
Bar the last 2 weeks.
I make it look like I practice.
My friend.
Instagram is not real.
No, that's true. That is very true. I've actually played the most golf in the last month than I've played in the last 12 months. I played probably 7 times, which is brilliant. No, I'm just so excited. And to be honest, you are a very good golfer. You have a lower handicap than me. Clearly you are better than me. I just want to bring my best and I want to know I've prepared well enough because I really care about our trip and I want to have fun, but I don't want to be disappointed thinking I didn't prepare enough or, yes, we're going up to film content. It's going to be loads of fun. But I also I want to, as you say, I want to put my money where my mouth is. I don't want it to be all bark and no bite.
Right. Normally when I go to a golf trip, I haven't gone on many golf trips. I've done Russell Penn's Class Cup 3 years in a row with a couple of friends. The first year I went on my own. The second year I brought 7 of us went up. The third year, 7 of us plus myself went up, like a different combination of 7. So that's the golf trip exposure I've had. And that was from, we're going to a Scratch Cup, we got to go perform. Do you know what I mean? But the number one rule for this is, like I tell the kids here playing golf at home, the number one rule of golf is have fun.
Yeah.
That's our number one rule. So yeah, I won't be chucking a club here and there out of frustration, because there's a line drawn in the sand there for me for another 20 years. But so yeah, I wouldn't get too, I need to play well. Not that I get frustrated, but I'm surprised when people hear a low handicap and say, "Oh, you're too good. I can't play with you," or "I need to be at that standard to play with you." No, that's what we have a handicap system for. So we'll make sure we incorporate a couple of games, maybe a couple of breakfast balls or mulligans, or
100%.
do-over shots, as I tell Christopher.
100%.
If it's for the content, Instagram is not real. Nobody's going to know.
Well, you know what I was actually thinking about this? Like, I play off 6, you play off 2. I think your course handicap would probably be 3 and mine will be like most likely 7. So why don't we pick one of the 9s at Portsalon, where we start off like, if I have 3 shots on the front 9, I'll start 3 under. And if you have 1 shot on the front 9, you start 1 under. And that's how we'll do it, with like maybe one breakfast ball in. And then it's a bit of fun. And look, I don't take golf seriously at all. But what I do take seriously is if I'm practicing before it. Like when I go, I get too distracted and I'll be having too much fun, because we'll have the girls with us, we'll have the crack. But I still want to be able to, when I have the 10 seconds over that ball, to be able to actually lock in and turn it on. And then hit a
the
good
mind games are going to be fierce. The mind games are going to be fierce, because I'm already like, Eimear, you take 10 seconds? That's so long. So long. So, for people who are listening, yes, we're going on a golf trip. Myself and Eimear and 2 good friends of ours are coming with the cameras, so we can just play and they're going to document the whole thing. So we're looking forward to putting out, Scratch Social Field Notes, I think we're going to call it, or whatever we're going to call it, on the YouTube, some long form that isn't us chatting.
Yeah, so excited.
Showcasing a golf trip to one of the best places in Ireland, God's country, being Donegal.
Yeah.
How much research have you done on Portsalon? Have you mapped out, I'm going to take the M1 and then the M3 and then the N3 and go up past the Monaghan Centre of Excellence GAA football pitch and then go up, take a right in Letterkenny, and
Paddy,
have you gone to that extent? Have you Google mapped it even?
The more you get to know me, you will know that geography is not one of my strong points. So I will literally be taking every turn that Waze sends me on. I am going via Dublin though, because I work on Friday, and then I'm going to collect the girls and we're going to do a trip up together. But I know you have done the research for us, and you have some amazing places that we're going to check out while we're up there.
I don't want this person inundated with messages about people visiting Portsalon, but I won't say the surname. But if Claire is listening, I have to say a massive, massive thank you, Claire. Yeah. A native, a local of Portsalon, Claire has given us what's the word? Almanac. What's the encyclopedia of one topic? I can't remember. She's given us the full, all the things to do.
Ample information?
She's given us more than ample information.
Oh no, this is like hypothetical all over again from episode whatever that was.
I'm trying to Google it here quickly, but it's not coming to me. Almanac, that's it. And Google didn't have, I came up with that myself.
Wow.
An almanac of information. Hopefully that reference is correct. It's subject to fact check. But Claire, thank you so much for giving us not just which holes to try and feature, might be more than others. There's plenty on that list already. But things to do off the golf course. So hopefully we'll be able to put a little short story together on the YouTube about Portsalon and the people and the things around it.
We will.
It's kind of the loose plan.
Definitely.
We don't want to give too much away.
No, but with that, if anybody has any other suggestions as well, and places that we should visit while we are now going to travel around Ireland this summer, please email us on podcast@scratchsocialhq.com. Paddy, I have a few questions for you before we take this trip, okay? Yeah. So let's talk about what you're packing. What's the one thing you always forget to pack and you only realize when you're there?
Enough socks.
Good point.
Right. So we're only going for like 2 days. So I'll be packing like 4 pairs of socks, probably 5 pairs of socks, but I'll always want more than like maybe an extra 2 pairs.
Yeah.
Because like a pair of sports socks or, the crew socks or whatever. I'm always short a couple.
Yep.
Because after the drive up, I'll probably change my socks.
Yep.
In the morning, we'll probably go to a coffee, come back, going to play golf. I'll change my socks for golf. After golf, I'll change my socks.
This is
There's
like,
more often than not, there's a shower at all these intervals as well.
and you change your socks.
I don't change my socks. There's no better feeling in the world than putting on a fresh pair of socks.
And if there's any sock sponsors out there who want to sponsor Paddy. Okay, next question.
Yeah, so no socks. Yeah, easy.
Okay.
I'm an easy purchase at Christmas.
Hilarious.
A dad socks. Yeah.
So, are you bringing new gear or sticking with what you trust?
I'm sticking with what I trust. So like, there's only a couple of spare clubs. I'm looking at them here. Like I've a driver from a couple of years ago. I have the Scotty Cameron is the B putter, but they'll stay here. So the gamers is what I'll game. I won't be bringing like a 15th or 16th club. No, what's in the bag stays in the bag.
Cool.
100%.
Nice. Do you try something new on a trip or do you play it safe?
Do I try something new? Context of that now. Do you mean like a golf shot on course or do you mean like jumping off a pier into the sea?
I'm not a sea swimmer. I'm a lady of the land. So it's certainly not that. Something on the golf course. Do you try bring something that you've been practicing?
Oh yeah, but like on a casual run and especially like essentially on a holiday, there are probably more than 5 hero shots attempted. Yeah. Do I have this in the locker? You know what I mean?
Love that.
Can I hit, can I hit this shot or that shot? Or there won't be much hacking out to the side here. Take my medicine. I'd be like, give me the 7-iron.
Nice.
Yeah,
and final question. So, when we arrive to Portsalon on Saturday morning to the golf club, what's the first thing you're doing? Range, coffee, or are you just arriving late? Clubs out, straight to the tee?
Well, even on this kind of casual approach or holiday approach to golf, I'll be asking you now, what are you actually packing in your bag in a second. I will get coffee on the way to said course. We have a recommendation where we can get one en route. Thank you, Claire. And it'll be mobility range first tee. So we'll be landing Dara about an hour before tee time. If you want to have a chat.
If you're listening. And actually, Ruth Gill, one of our wonderful listeners, has asked us if we can do a little bit on our warm-up. So we will do a little bit of filming on that, how we prepare at Portsalon.
Ruth, you have been to Robbie Cannon. You have your warm-up and you have the app. So watch the fucking videos Robbie gave you. But yeah, it might feature a little bit in what we put out there. So yeah, we'll see what we can do.
Definitely.
What are you packing?
Well,
what do you ask you first? What do you always forget to pack? What do you get when you realise there may be a day or 2 days into the trip or into a 3-day trip? So I always forget that.
Hand warmers. Those hand warmer things that you shake and that. So I actually went on to Amazon before Christmas and I ordered a box of like 100 pairs. So I've got loads. So they're just constantly stocked because I'm very cold and my hands are very cold always. So hand warmers, I always forget, but I will not forget this Saturday.
How much did the box of hand warmers cost you? How many hand warmers are in it?
50. 50 like double, so 100.
So 100. So that cost you over 100 quid?
No, it cost me about 70 quid. Amazon.
70 quid. Okay. I need to introduce you to the G-Tech world.
Yeah, but then I feel... Yeah.
But also, anyone who has a G-Tech knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
They're like, everyone sees me coming January, February they're like, oh, here comes the quarterback, because the NFL players use them and be putting their hands behind their back into them. It's basically like a bump bag, but the sides are open. There's a heater bar in the middle.
I've seen you with that.
I have mine like 6 years, I think. 6 years, definitely 5.5 years for walks with the kids when they were small, the pram, it's not just on the golf course.
Wow.
That's all I'm going to say.
Wow.
So yeah, if you do find yourself pulling an Eimear, that might become a segment. Have you pulled an Eimear this week? Heat packs in bulk. Ask us the question first. I'm thinking of buying 50 hand warmers. They cost X. Have you any other options or recommendations to them? I'd be like, yeah, G-Tech world.
That's so funny.
All right. 2-day trip. How many outfits are you packing?
I'll pack the one golf outfit and then I'll just pack like clothes for dinner on Friday night. So like nothing too crazy. But you know what, Paddy? I actually had ordered new trousers from Adidas and a really cool new top.
Oh, yes.
No, guess what? Got an email today from Adidas saying, we're so sorry, due to a technical error, your delivery has been returned to us and we've refunded your money.
No.
So I did the order again and it's not coming until next Monday. I'm so sad, but I'll find something else.
Outfits aside, what are you packing for a golf trip that many people mightn't think to pack for a golf trip?
Golf balls. Everybody forgets golf balls, and then you arrive and you're like, I've only 2 golf balls, and they're crap.
Oh,
They're
that's a
Max
dilemma now.
Flies. They're Max Flies and Slazengers. No offense to anybody who uses them, but yeah.
So you're off 6. How many golf balls will be in your golf bag on the first tee?
12. Just in case.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. How many will be in yours?
Because I'm always afraid to just pack 6.
It's not enough.
Do you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like my WHS index tells me I'm one thing, but my brain tells me a completely different thing.
It's actually so
Like in my brain, I probably have 4 balls loose, so like new.
Oh, nice.
I probably have so like they've not been used before, but they're new because I don't want to be that guy cracking up a new sleeve in the first tee. So I've cracked it open at home. They're 4 freshies, and they'll probably have a sleeve in that kind of ball pocket. And then I have like the emergency.
Oh, yeah.
And I used to smoke cigarettes. I used to have like an emergency cigarette hidden somewhere in the house.
Yeah.
Because I got super stressed at like 3 a.m. or something. Or like you're having a house party and like, oh, we're out of cigarettes. I'm going to go for my secret one.
Yeah.
In my emergency one.
So funny.
But I have an emergency sleeve down the bottom of the long pocket.
Oh, same.
So I'd be carrying, 10 golf balls. Yeah.
I think with links golf, because we've never played it, if there are blind shots, even if you do hit a good shot and you overshoot a fairway or it runs off a green, the chances of losing a ball are very high. So I think sensibly, yeah, we pack 10, 12 each, we should be grand.
Should be grand. Should be grand.
Let's clip this in after the round and say how many golf balls we lock.
Okay.
I'm Eimear, and this is the golf ball I started with.
Send that in to us, folks. That's Grass Social HQ on all social media. How many golf balls do you think Eimear will lose? And how many golf balls do you think I will lose in one round at Portsalon Golf Club? Bearing in mind, neither of us have played it before.
Oh, I love it.
So that would be interesting.
Yeah.
Last one. Are you bringing any, like I would have thought now with the high rocks and the self-care and the wellness, like I will be packing stretchy band, foam roller, massage gun.
Nice. No,
am I mad?
I have no. That's actually really good.
Or am I just 39?
I always have a physio ball, you know, the small like tennis type balls in my bag, and I'll always have a band, but nothing else. I probably will bring, you know, the swing stick with the weighted red ball at the bottom to warm up. I'll bring that. That'll be good. I'll always pack a camera, tripods, you know, the usual. We're going to bring all our gear as well. But I always as well, Paddy, I will always, and this is one thing for golfers, no matter where you go, like, even if it is a nice day in Ireland, the wind will cut through you. So always bring a woolly hat no matter what. I am packing winter warmers this weekend just in case.
Have you checked the weather?
13 degrees is not warm.
13 degrees? I'll nearly be in shorts.
Yeah, you're a man. This is what men do. For the women listening, women, you know that we're cold and men are roasting.
This is mad now. I'll probably be in shorts, a polo, a hoodie, and maybe a snood for the first couple of holes. And then the snood will go like hole 5, 6. If it's a bit windy, the hoodie may or may not go, depending on course conditions.
Oh, I'm so excited. Look, we've done 26 episodes without any content, and this is time now. Obviously, we've had some amazing listeners, we've had some great feedback, and now we just need to get on course, start making content for the rest of the year, and see where Scratch Social takes us on our trips around Ireland.
Exactly, because it was never just going to be a podcast, it was going to be bigger than that.
Yeah.
So, last thing on Portsalon before we go, because we'll revisit this when we might hit record next week.
Yeah.
What will make Portsalon a good trip for you?
Oh my gosh, the company, the experience, the feeling. That's a really good question. It's very hard to answer. I think as long as we have the crack, that's a good trip for me. What about you?
I think if we come away feeling like we need to do that again. It's been a good trip, nice. As in like memories.
Yeah.
You know, with Ruth and Kira, yourself and myself, they're like, remember that time?
Yeah. Yeah.
One of those moments. Remember that time in Portsalon? Yeah. Remember that mad yoke we met in the pub?
Yeah.
Remember the size of that pizza we had? Yeah. Or whatever. Yeah. We don't want any A&E moments because Portsalon is pretty remote. There'll be no like rushing for medical care. We don't want those memories. We want those coffees were unreal or, you know, whatever else. Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, well, like that brings us on to our up and down of the week before we head off on our first golf trip. Paddy, It should be on a mug, a cap, and one day it will be. But what is your up and down of the week?
Well, the up is I got cut by accident because with 34 points, you're thinking, I'm never getting cut. But I never thought, oh, well, there might be one score way back in the dark ages because I've only 8 scores from last year and 8 counting cows the year before. Well, it got kicked out, so I was like, nice, you know. It wasn't even the oldest one; it was just like one of the poorest ones. But yeah, so that was that's the up, getting cut by accident. Kind of shows keep the head down, don't be throwing golf clubs, and try your best. So and the down is a true golf club. Yeah, still don't feel the best after it, to be honest. If that's the down of the week, is I let myself down. Do you know what I mean? If I saw one of my kids throw, I'd be like, we don't do that here.
Yeah.
I literally said it to a fella 3 weeks ago. We don't do that here. And so I may have manifested it, but yeah, I will do better. I'd like to take this moment to publicly apologize for my behavior. And, you know, one of those moments. Yeah, what about you? Up and down of the week?
So my up is me shooting my 2 over on Saturday and just really looking forward to our golf trip. And then my down is just Adidas losing my order. But I really don't mind. Like, it's really not really a down. It was the only thing I could think of. And but yeah, until next week, I will see you on Friday for the big trip. And listeners, we hope you're ready for some fun behind the scenes content, as well as the big planned, aesthetically pleasing lifestyle golf trip, scratch social storytelling video.
Cinematic.
Yes.
We're making a fucking movie.
Yeah. I'm so excited. I'm so freaking excited. Anyway, that is it, folks. From me, Eimear.
And from me, Paddy.
Salon.
Bye for now. Easy.